You can't begin to fathom the joy that I have had today, the blessings that showed me my abundance today. And yes, right now I'm on my phone after being away from it most of the day. I was outside with a friend of mine. Hello, Sam. Let me see my gloves. Let me see if I can get my gloves for you. Hold on. Okay. Oh, is there one? There's only one, Sam. But I had like something else you might like. I have one. I have one. But I also have this. You like this? This is pretty cool. I don't know if I can get my hand back in it. Oh, bitch. Nope. Go and get it in there. There we go. Check it out. Do you like it? What's up? It's kind of like a glove. It's cast material. And I painted on it. Hey there, squirrels, yes. Gloves, I loves. Thanks. Your gloves friend is here. I try to appease you when I can. But I made this weeks ago. It's caster plaster. And then the other day I painted it with beetroot juice. And the markings on it, it looks, you're not picking it up right, but it looks like cactus, like big cacti. You can't see it, no. The light won't pick it up here, correct? Weird. But you can see it in real life. But it's pretty interesting. Today I went out with my friend Vicky from Hope Bus. We were on a phone call, and it's been a while, so we chatted for a while. And I'm like, there's nothing out in the garden but dandelions. And she's like, impossible. That's a huge garden. Let's go digging. Hey, Sam, you still here? Daniel, what's up? Neither one of ye smashed the like button. What's wrong with ya? I put the glove on for you and everything, Sam, and you didn't smash the like. So I'm going to have a hard time putting that glove on again for you. Life happens. People make choices. And that was a shitty one. So, here we are. I started to actually dig through, like she said. Go down, look beyond the dandelions. And I brought out the little plastic shovel. It's probably 2 inches long, 2 or 3 inches long. But it kept bending. I couldn't get it down to get the dandy roots up. And I said, when I contacted, after the phone call, my landlord contacted me, and he was coming about the windows because there's a bit of mold in the corner. He got mold spray. Hey, cool. Smash that like and I'll put them on. No, I'll put them on anyway. You don't have to smash the like, Sam. You don't have to if you don't want to. But he fixed the mold. But not only that, I told him about the garden. The whole outside of the garden is plants. And like we've got 10, I got 10, a list of 10 or more that I got to learn about and clear away the dandelions from it. What can I do when there's no way to get them up out of the roots? I asked the landlord, I said, do you happen to have a steel shovel? It would help greatly when I go to take up the roots of the dandelion. He brought a steel shovel for me to borrow. He came with a whippersnipper, a lawnmower, the whole 9 yards. I think this is the very first landlord that has ever cared about his home that I've ever lived in. because, like I said, I told him, I said, man, you're on top of everything. And I said, I'm here doing my best. And if I know this is ending, I'm going to let you know about it. So it's not gone beyond repair or beyond fixing. And I think he was glad to hear that, because he don't want it becoming a bigger problem than what it needs to be either. And like I said, uh, if it takes me just doing my due diligence, checking the windows every couple of weeks or every week or so, making sure there's no mold buildup, I will be happy to do that. And like I said, I put the strainers in the drains. All the drains are covered, so anywhere we goes, it's not going to be no big buildup of anything. If I do happen to throw a lemon out into the sink, or a cup of lemon water out into the sink. And the 10 plants are very medicinal, but they're not only very medicinal, they're one-sided medicinal. So they're for inflammation and high blood pressure and diabetes and keeping your insides coagulated. And I'm like, this is what we're naming off here is all good things that I need, because with the diabetes, I still have to watch myself, right? I got the lymphedema in the legs that causes a great amount of pain and swelling, which I'm not treated for, but I'm doing home remedies trying to keep it down, and movement. So every day now, next week and this week, I got a busy week ahead because of the whole uh, run for the cure, and we got birthday plans, and I got a recital. And after that, probably on Monday or Tuesday, I'll get to the weeds and take all the weeds away from each plant, and figure out what's what, write a bag down and put it in how to use. So we'll dry out the dandelions and have the dandelion root drying out on the table. I got the table up. I have never seen such a beautiful birthday gift. And my friend said to me, she said, that's God's birthday gift to you. That's God's birthday gift to you. And I believe her wholeheartedly. I believe that it was meant for me to find that apple tree. There's an apple tree. I'd say it's out there probably 5 years now, because there's a little flower on it. Now, it doesn't mean the flower is pollinated, no, but there's a tiny flower on it. And I think once I see how it grows this summer and how many flowers is on it, if it doesn't pollinate this year by other apple trees that are around, I will get another apple tree and put it next to it 20 feet away, so it will get pollinated next year, next summer. The amount of herbal medicine that's out in my backyard right now, a big patch of rhubarb. I ate a piece right away, and Vicky laughed at me. I ate a piece because I was so grateful. I didn't even wipe it off. Nothing to wipe off, honey. It just rained the other day, so we got fresh rain. I wasn't worried about anything that's on those plants. And I said to myself as I was picking the dandelion, and I was picking, and the spider looked at me, because there was a little sack of baby spiders, I guess. She looked at me as if to say, don't kill my babies. And I was like, oh, I won't touch your babies. And I'll start moving back. Let that one rest. That one's theirs. That dandelion is theirs. I won't touch that one. But from the cherry trees to the beautiful yarrow, I've gotten burdock root and burdock. I've got ivory, and it's the good kind that you can make something out of for yourself to heal. There's little purple flowers. I forget the name of them, but they're medicinal as well. Some of them you can eat. Some of them you can turn into a tincture. I have never seen such abundance in a garden. And I was like, and now all I need is what I have, which is my mint, my garlic, my sweet potatoes. And it sounds like my bathtub is running out of water, like it's pouring out. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to check on my bathtub. It's a slow drain. Yeah, look at that now. Son of a bitch. Shirley, hold on. Hold on, she says. Hang on now. Feel around. Barred up tight. Check it. I had to check the seal on the bathtub. I've got my baking soda and Epsom salts. Today a package came with so much baking soda. I never knew what to do with that amount of baking soda. Check it out. It was like, 10 pounds of baking soda. 10 pounds of baking soda. And I put a full cup of it in the wash. Clean out the washing machine good. And get that fresh. I put a cup into my bath. So I have a nice hot Epsom salts bath now tonight. So what I did do is also wash out the window curtain where it was moldy. We checked on this mold. It's all good. Behind here there was a piece of, he sprayed it and then I put baking soda down just so it wouldn't go any further. And I got mint and my plants doing well and lovely. This is 2 lemon trees here on my shoulder. And then behind is a mandarin plant. I've never seen such abundance. I really, truly have never seen such abundance. And I wanted to share it with you all because it gives me a lot of perspective onto how I felt. And my friend was like, Cheryl, you sound like your mom. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's pretty bad. And I mentioned it to her, how I was like, I didn't want to go out there and fall down and cut my leg open, I said. And she said, fall down? You don't fall down anymore. And I'm like, true. But she was like, you understand that you have to get that out of your head, right? I'm like, okay. So take my time, do it right. I don't have to do anything to a point of where I can't and don't want to do it again. So we're going to do it in steps. And tomorrow is the first step. When I come back from walking group, I will be digging up some dandelion root with the steel shovel that I borrowed from my landlord. I said, give me a few days or a week with it. When you need it, come back. But I'm going to do what I can with it. And he's like, you got it, girl. So agreeable, so not bothered by coming in and fixing the problems that are needing to be fixed. There has not been an issue that has not been addressed. And that in itself, when it comes to your landlord and your tenants, that is a gold for me. That's gold for me because it was hard to get anything done when it's your family or if you're in a position where you don't think the landlord's going to pay for it, or you don't, or the landlord wouldn't come in and change this or do this, or it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Now, I don't be bugging them every day, telling them there's mold here every day. No, I don't. It's only a matter of telling them once, and he's going to handle it, and he's going to put it on. He's going to get it done. He'll schedule a time to do it, and he'll be there, and he'll do it. And you really, truly can't get any better than that. You couldn't ask for any better than that. And I'm 47 years old, and I'm a grown woman, and I feel like I've never been in that position before. That I never had anyone that I could call to say, hey, this is wrong, or something here is broken, or to have that security. And I said, man, just found a beautiful garden in the back. I said, anyway, we cannot mow it down. And he laughed. He said, we'll make sure we won't mow it down. So he knows now where the garden is. And I'm going to take some of the time that I have next week and put it into it. And hopefully by the third week in June, I'll plant my slips right in the back corner, like in a bucket. So everything is growing so very well out there. I'm not digging up any soil. I'm just digging up the roots of the dandelions. That'll all come back in, and it won't be a mess. It'll just look cleaner and more livable. More livable, more able to walk through. Because when the dandelions get so high, you can barely walk through them. They'll trip you up. I spent a couple of hours out there this morning and a couple hours this afternoon. Tomorrow is a busy schedule, but I'm putting 2 hours in tomorrow too. Tomorrow evening, I have my plants in for the evening. I'm drinking a cup of turmeric and ginger and pepper. I have a dip in the oven cooking to cook again on Saturday. Don't judge me. It's pre-made. It's a pre-made dip. We all eat them. I'm making my own pre-made dip. Instead of getting something at the grocery store, you don't know what you're getting in it. I know I put mushrooms, onions, peppers, packet cream cheese that I got for $3 because it's on sale. What else did I put in it? Some spices like black pepper, salt, basil, dill. What else did I put in? Cheese, little bit of the Tex-Mex cheese. Don't know what I'm going to top it off with yet, but it will be topped off with cheese once it's cooled correctly, and then I'll refrigerate it. And then once it's refrigerated, Saturday evening, I'll pull it out of the fridge, pop it into the oven, have it nice and hot for when people comes. Good idea, because I'm making charcuterie, and my friend is picking up the birthday tarts that I got for everyone, and myself included, because they're delicious cheesecake tarts. A great birthday eve evening we have planned, I hope, to make it right for everyone. Now, we're short on chairs and cups and plates, but I'm getting cans of pop, and I'm going to get like a little pack of napkins to have everybody have their little snack on. It'll be all right. I'll make sure it's nice. I got the wooden cutting board that I'm going to use as the charcuterie board. It's going to be decent. It mightn't look pretty, but it's going to be delicious. That's what I told my friend. Mightn't be pretty, but it's going to be delicious. I got some crackers and some crisps, and I picked up Nans for the softness so that people that has a hard time eating hard stuff, because I has gums in the back. So it's nice to have a soft one to chew on and dip in. So you can take a little pita bread or a naan bread and dip it into the mushroom dip, or have it with a cracker and cheese and meat. You know, it'll be good. So, big plans this week. I wanted to share the fact that I have never really truly seen such abundance. And abundance isn't money. It's not the amount that's in your bank or what you can get at the bank or how much you got on credit. It's not about if your bills are paid or if you got a fridge full of food, because I don't have a fridge full of food. I'm eating what I have, then I'm fasting for as long as I can possibly fast. I don't have a fridge full of food, and I don't need a fridge full of food. I needed to get myself well again, and the garden that I found will do it. I also ordered some activated charcoal, some new clove, wormwood, and something else. Clove, wormwood. What the hell did I order? I don't know. Clove. Oh my goodness, I'm brain farting. I have a brain fart. It's like I've taken it 1,000 times. There's wormwood up in the cupboard, cloves, and black walnut hull, and black walnut hull. The brain fart's gone. I got it. It's black walnut hull. Huzzah! Drinking my turmeric tea, getting in a nice hot bath. I'm soaking my bones for the night before I get into bed. Yeah, huzzah! That's a glitter bomb. I can't seem to get the dandelion out of my nails, so I may have to cut them, because I've tried so very hard. Yep, it looks like the dandelion stained my nails, but that's okay. I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Next time I get some glitter bombs. Next time I goes out and picks them tomorrow, when I goes and digs the roots out, I'll pick the heads first. Yeah. The heads that are nice and like abundant, like there's a lot of yellow and it's fruitful. I was playing in the rain. Oh, beautiful. A very near and dear friend of mine used to make me, not used to make me, but he didn't force me. He just wanted to see me in the rain. He wanted to see the joy of that for me, because it is joyful when you don't give a shit, of course. So he used to, every time it rained, he would come over and he'd be like, "Come on, we're going outside in the rain." And I'm like, "We got no umbrella." "I don't care." He said, "Light a joint." And I'm like, "No, it's getting soaked." And he'd be like, Don't pass this up." I'm like, "Okay." So we go out and fucking, he dance me around in the rain. Yeah. So that is one thing I do miss, dancing in the rain. And tonight it tried to rain, because I came out again to because the landlord was there, and he said, "I'll be back." He said, "I'll be back with a lawnmower." I'm like, "No shit. Holy cow." I was so thrilled at what was already done, that a lawnmower was like, glitter bomb. And I'm like, "Yes, bud. Okay, I'll believe you." I said, "Now don't rush back on my account, because it's good." I said, and he said, "No, we'll make sure that the garden won't get mowed down." And I was like, in shock. He really considered the fact that I truly care about the garden and I don't want any of the plants broken down. And most people would just be like, "Ah, fuck her," and mow over it anyway, just to clear it all out. And a lot of people have done that over the years, and that's not going to happen here. And I'm so grateful. It doesn't make me emotional. It just gives me the feels. Gives me the feels. Gives me the feels to know that my voice was heard and something so necessary is being kept. Because a garden like that don't come along every day. There was a lot of time put into that years ago when whoever was here planted it. A lot of time put into it, and it's almost like she planted it for the future because she knew I'd be here needing the exact same medicines that there. Well, I ate a whole piece of rhubarb, and it was bitter as gall, but it wasn't that bitter because it was sweet. It was sweet and sour, of course. It was like and I was like, first bit of rhubarb I had in years. It's been years, feels like, since I had a bit of rhubarb. And I remember my Uncle Gerald, he had rhubarb growing in a huge patch in the back of his house. And I was like, I would be the one to go out and pick it all the time. Because Mom loved rhubarb. They loved rhubarb. Everybody loves a bit of rhubarb. And my friend said, now you can make a strawberry rhubarb pie. And I'm like, or jam? Yes. Hey, no, I'm here. I'm 47 on Sunday. I'm 47 Sunday. Hey now. Love you, girl. Much love. Hope you have a beautiful evening. I'm going to go get myself into the Epsom salts bath, and I will be back here. I got an early morning start, so I'm going to be back here by like 10. No later than 10 for bed. Sleep stream, 10 p.m. My goal. Setting it up now, sure. Love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing my abundance stories with me. I do believe that God has heard me, as well as a lot of other people in my life. So when your voice gets heard, that gives you a strength unlike anybody else, and or a feeling of strength and abundance. So let's grow something. Let's grow ourselves. Let's grow my channel. I'm at 700 and something. I got so many watch hours. Let's get me there. I'm not going to make it for my birthday, but hey, what's to say June, July, and August? Let's put that goal out there. August, my new goal. Let's make it there by August. So, grow the channel, share it out. We do recover. I have so many beautiful pieces done and so many more to go. This is upside down. But it's almost like I can see the series in my head as I put these together. They come together. They flow into each other. And each side has a picture. Each side has a picture, and I can't wait to print them all off and share that joy with you guys. So, not touching these tonight though, because I've got to get in the tub rest for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. Saturday's a big day. Sunday's a big day. We'll wait till Monday to play with these little things. Wait till Monday to play with these little things. So, I'll update you, don't worry. And I'll show you all the dandelion root tomorrow that I dig up with the steel shovel I borrowed. That's such a glitter, Bob. You have no idea. I thought I was going to have to blow $50 on a shovel, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't logistically do it because I got to get the cheese and the meats, and I didn't have the money for the cheese, meats, and a shovel. Now I've got cheese and meat money. I am so very abundant today, and a lot of it's to do with other people showing up for me in ways you can't even imagine. And I told my friend this morning, I said, it's the time we take. I said, do you remember that the natives used to say, money isn't the abundance of wealth, it's the precious things that we take our time in, like making a hand and creating an incredible piece of art that's unfinished yet. This is not finished. I'm going to finish it. I may do like a dark black because this is a light watercolor black. So between the jigs and the reels, I'll share it all with you. And hopefully you learn to grow something too. So let's get it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for your thumbs. Hit the notification bell because you will get notified when I go to sleep tonight. And try and watch something if you don't watch the sleep stream. It helps with the hours for me. I need hours too, so not just subscribers. Take care. Thanks for being here. 31 minutes. It's a long one today. Love ya.